All right, so our last section on string manipulations, okay? So we talked about in the first video string trim, string view, string detect. In the last video, we talked in string manipulations 2, we talked about string remove all, string replace all, and string extract. And here we're going to end on some other functions in terms of string manipulations. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Go ahead and create a new R Markdown file. Okay, we're going to say practice string manipulations 3. Great. Erase all this. Create a new R chunk. Call it library tidyverse. Let's go ahead and run that line. So in terms of our first function here, it's called string split, and all it does is just breaks a string based on a particular pattern. Okay, so that particular pattern that we're going to look at today is going to be a period. So here I'm going to copy and paste our cool sentence as we've seen in the last 3 videos. I am the coolest person in the world, born in 1988. I have 403 cool cars and even 1,047 cooler bikes. My cool outshines all the cool. So a couple things to know. This is the one that has numbers. It doesn't really matter here, but make sure that your string is continuous here. So sorry, I'm going to press enter. So make sure that there's a break in the line. Okay, and so when I run this, I'll just copy and paste this cool sentence. Okay, cool sentence. I'm at least going to be able to see my cool sentence. That's great, fantastic. All right, so now I'm going to split it. So here, this is actually did this intentionally to talk more about regex. So in regex, a little bit of a commercial is that for regex, regular expression from the last video, you need to have, or at least the period is a special character, okay? And so in order for us to actually use this special character, you have to use a backslash, okay? The funny thing is the backslash is a special character as well, so you have to use 2 backslashes so that R, or at least the function string split, recognizes this period, okay? So when I run this, I'm going to get a list, okay? A list with all of my sentences, okay, based on the period. So it does it for this sentence, it does it for this sentence, the splits, and also does it for this sentence. But since there's a period here, it also adds, an additional string at the end. So this is why I get essentially 4 different sentences within this list. So that is how string split works, okay? So moving on into our next next function, string order. So string order works a little differently, and I'm actually going to take a moment to teach you a new thing within R. So let's say we have the names of some people. We have James, Alice, let me paste this, James, Alice, Zane, and Brett. We see that there. But what I want to do is change the order. I want it to either be alphabetically increasing, so it goes A, B, C, D, or I can have it go decreasing, where it goes backwards, Z from, or like CBA or DCBA. So let's go ahead and go about that process. So one thing to note, if I were to just run string order, okay, let's just do that here. What this does, it provides the actual index, or better words, or easier words, the location of the correct order, okay, when it's decreasing. So it says 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2. So what that means is that it should be 3, then 1, then 4, then 2, right? So that is Zane, then James, then Brett, then Alice. That actually makes sense. But as you can see here, we don't necessarily want the order. Okay, we actually want to, not as numbers, but essentially as the actual names. So what we're going to do is save this. Okay, save this actual order 3142. We're going to save it into NP, which is the names of people, order decreasing. So if I run this, it's actually going to still show 3142. Okay. And the reason for that is because I have this parentheses around it. So when I have parentheses around a function where I'm defining something, it's still going to express it. So if I were to erase this, it's not going to express it. Okay. So a little cool trick there. So if I wanted to see the names of the people decreasing, what I have to do now is just run this. Okay. So it's going to provide the indexes of the correct order. I can do the similar thing, and I'm not going to talk about the parentheses again. I'm going to say decreasing is false. And this is going to give me an ABC order in order as it's increasing. Okay. And so when I run this, I get it. You can't necessarily see it, but I'll keep them parentheses around it for now. Okay, so you can see the order. It says 2, 4, 1, 3. And how that works, it's 2, then 4, then 1, then 3. So if I actually want to see those names, sorry. If I want to see those names in order, it'll work just like that. So again, all it's really doing is reordering the indexes within the vectors so that it could be in order. Okay, so that's a nice little nifty trick to put things in order. Last but not least is essentially string to title. What it does is just capitalizes every single word within a string. So let's go ahead and do that. So if we have already have the cool sentence in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste the utilization of the function or the usage of the function. Okay. And so before I even do that, let me actually make sure you can see the sentence again so you can compare and contrast. Okay. So you see I am cool, and it has, this is the regular one where we didn't actually apply the actual function. But when I do apply the function, you can notice that every single letter is capitalized. Every single first letter, every letter in each word, the first letter is capitalized. Sorry about that. All right. And so that is that function. So when it comes to string manipulations, there are maybe another 12 other manipulations within tidyverse, but I'm emphasizing these because these are really important in terms of manipulating data. Again, as we have done in the last section, there's questions for you to one question for you to answer, allows you to talk about the stringer to lower function. So have a good one. Thank you.